Hello, how are you all doing today? Happy Monday. Hey, thank you all for joining today's topic, 3 ways to create your dream life as a woman of color. Loving this. So, over the next few, I would say, weeks, I'm going to be doing a whole dream life and boardroom to business series. And what that means is how can you, as a woman of color business owner or a woman of color in corporate who is looking to start your business, how can you have your dream life right now with all the chaos, with all the confusion, with all the I'm going to just say it, purposeful sabotage that is going on towards Black women and women of color. How can we still find fulfillment? How can we control our own futures and destinies and create our dream life? So, I'm going to share with you all a couple of techniques that have worked for me and my clients. And if you're new to me, hi, hey, I am Latrice Huff, career and business coach to ambitious women of color. I help women who are successful on paper but stressed out in person find balance and create their dream life. We do this by my 3M formula. I like to call my dream life formula, which is mindset, manifestation, and marketing. You have to know how to market yourself and market your business. So, over the next few weeks, we're going to be doing the Dream Life Boardroom to Business series, where I'm going to be sharing tips, tricks, and strategies to help you find balance and harmony in your business, career, and create your dream life. All right. This is sponsored by my Dream Life program, Dream Life CEO. Yes, designed specifically for women of color. We're also doing a workshop, how I manifested $40,000 in 1 month as a woman of color business owner. And you can take these techniques and do them too. If you're interested in that workshop, go ahead and put pivot in the comments. If you are ready to pivot in your life, pivot in your career, put it in the comments. So we'll send you the link so you can do that free workshop. And that is going to be on Thursday, June 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I want to see you all there. We're going to do it live. Yes, there will be a replay. I always get that question. All right, we're going to just jump right into it. 3 ways to create your dream life as a woman of color. I should have even said in 2026. In 2026, how can we create our dream life? And let me tell you all why I am qualified to do this. I have had a career while going to school full time, while raising kids as a single parent. I pivoted in my life, got married again, had another child. So if you don't know, I have like a 20-year gap in between my kids. Had another child, moved 3 times in 3 years, started a successful business, created a business, took that business from 0 to multiple 6 figures. That's where we are, and that's where we are now. I built my business on helping women of color get 6 figures in their careers and then also create 6 figures in their businesses, 6 figures and beyond in their businesses. So I am here to help you. I also have my own business degree. Yes, I have a whole business degree, not just from I'd say this, not from the internet. I have a business degree from a university and a concentration in marketing. So I am telling you all, from someone who has created her dream life. I just came from the gym. I have my dream car, have my dream husband, working more and more on the dream income because I like to keep increasing that. How you can actually have these things. And I am a woman of color in America. I have all the same challenges. I was in corporate for several years in human resources. So there are not too many things that you all have been through that I haven't, or something that you have been through that I have not helped my clients achieve. And one of the commonalities I find, especially with Black women and women of color, is a level of conditioning that tells us we need to just keep working harder and harder and harder. We not only do others move the goalpost for us, but what I've noticed is that we move the goalpost for ourselves. So at some point, when do you start to enjoy the life that you created? Especially, I tend to work with ambitious women of color, meaning they want more. There is nothing wrong with wanting abundance, and just balance that with enjoying your life, being able to travel, be there for your family, start the business, grow the business, quit the job, take a break, take a vacation. So, I'm going to share with you all 3 ways to create your dream life. No, I'm so excited for you all. Hey, Shamika, how are you? Shamika says pivot. All right, we're going to send you that link. Thank you for, I love that picture too, Shamika. Love all the credentials behind your name. Yes, okay, we're loving this. So, the first thing, when we start to talk about creating our dream life, what is your dream life? Unfiltered, uninfluenced, right? Uninfluenced. Do not let anyone influence your dream life. And what is the identity you want to have in this dream life? So let me explain. Sometimes when I talk to women about what's the dream life, they're like, "Oh, I want this house, I want this car, and I want my kids to go to private school." Great. That's surface level. When in reality, they're like, "No, Latrice, I want to be able to go to the field trips with my kids, pick them up early, and we go, go traveling or go on a shopping spree." Or some people are like, Latrice, I don't want to, I don't want any kids. Like, I want any kids. That's not my dream. I want to travel with my friends. Other people may be like, I want to start a nonprofit. What is that unique dream life for you? Uninfluenced. Don't let other people influence your dream. And sometimes we're scared to share what our unique dream looks like because we're scared someone is going to judge it. This is going to be for you. And I recommend writing it down, and I recommend coming back to it. Like I always say, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Write it down. Write that down before you like, no, that doesn't make sense. That I want to live in Lisbon. Like, if that's your dream life, that's your dream life. Hey, Shamika. She says, hey, Miss Shamika. But yes, what is that for you? Do not let, this is not the time. I am not one of these people who's like move in silence. I don't necessarily agree with that. I have a lot of support from my friends and family, but I do think when you're getting back to who you really are and what your ideal dream life looks like, this is the time to be a little silent and be quiet and listen to yourself. I would always say, what is your first instinct? When I say dream life, what is the first visual that comes into mind? Are you laying in the beach? I had one client who was like, I'm living in Jamaica. And now she actually has a place in Jamaica, right? She got a remote role, and she could work anywhere in the world, and she's able to live there in Jamaica. This is what I mean by, I'm like, start with what you want first. Let's do that. I had a friend of mine, this was a few years ago, and we were talking about something random. And she was like, hey, Latrice, she was like, you know what? You created, she was like, you designed your dream life. That's what she said. She's like, you designed this life. And I was like, what? She's like, I remember us being younger, like in our 20s, I'm in my 40s now. And she's like, these are the things you said you wanted. She's like, you have all these things. And I was like, yes. What I now have to work on is relaxing, living, enjoying it, calm, like enjoying the life I built. But what is that? Is it the big house, or is it like a condo? Is it like a luxury apartments? My daughters live in luxury apartments, and I'm like, yeah. Yeah, who want to mow the lawn all the time with all these amenities? So anytime like holidays and things like that, we do at their house because it's got all these amenities and rooms. They even now, these new luxury apartments have the study rooms that look like offices. What is it for you? Oh, it looks like my screen is freezing. All right, there we go. Looks like it was frozen for a little bit. Write it down, go with your first instinct, and then stop and come back to it maybe like a day later. This is important. This is going to be your map. Here's the thing though, this can be a living, breathing document. It does not need to be stagnant and you like, I can't add on to it until I finish this. No. If something new comes up, you're like, oh, this is my dream car, go for it. I'm gonna stop moving so much, you guys, because it's showing me a little frozen. Let me know. Am I frozen a little bit? Let me know, you guys. If it freezes, just tell me. Because on my end it's showing a little stagnant. Okay. That's number one. Number two, Start to give yourself proof that this dream life is possible. All right. Let me, all right, there we go. Start to give yourself proof that this dream life is possible. And how you want to do that is by providing examples. And it can be different people. Like, oh, I know this person and she goes to the gym every morning. Oh, I know this person and she lives in a different country and is making six figures. It could be someone you know, someone you see on the internet, someone from the past. Start to give yourself proof of what is possible. This will help your brain see it as a reality for you. This is an important step because if your brain is like, girl, that's not possible for you. Girl, you ain't gonna never do that. Because you gotta work 5 days a week. Who do you know that works 4 days a week? I will share you all this. I have a client and a family member who makes $250,000 working from home. This is a corporate job, working from home 4 days a week. Provide yourself with examples. You need and keep a running list. So when the doubts creep in and you say this, I have this example. And don't say, but this person has, but they have this degree. No, no, no. We're just showing that it's possible. Then step 3, we're going to manifest this. How can you create this dream life? Like I was just talking to my daughter, she was like, I want to work on Fridays, right? If you and so she talked to her boss and was like, I will work 40 hours a week if can I have Fridays off? And that's what they adjusted. That's what they worked with. How can you say, this is my dream life? I know it's possible. Now, how can I start to create it? And it doesn't have to be major big steps right away. What's the first next step? What is the first logical next step? If you're like, I look at my dream life, I want to be making 250K, but I'm at 150 now. Okay, how can I make up that gap? Is it starting a business? Is it doing public speaking and becoming a paid speaker? Is it getting a new job? What is that logical next step? Right? So we have to create, we have to manifest. There are some manifestation techniques that I teach my client. We have a water technique. We have visualization. I love me some vision boards, but I love a visualization where you are embodying the feeling of it already being done and complete. So there are some things you can do. Another thing with my clients, so the ones that wanted new jobs, we would have them write an offer letter to themselves. Right. For my clients, my business clients that wanted to hit a certain revenue, we would have them create an invoice to themselves or write a check to themselves and print it out and have it like I have my stuff on my nightstand and then I have something else on my wall. So I don't just see it when I wake up. I see this when I go to sleep. I see these things every time when I go in my room. This is what I mean by manifest, create it, bring it to life. You can be living your dream life right now. But there are certain steps you need to take. There is mindset work that needs to be done. There is manifestation work and there is marketing. How are you going to market yourself? Or how are you going to market your business? How are you going to promote yourself to make sure that these things happen and that you're giving yourself permission to live your dream life? All right. So I wanted to make this quick. Let me know in the comments what you all think about those tips. Which one resonated with you the most? Which one are you like, Latrice, I can try this today? I always like quick takeaways. So I want people to think about what is the one thing you can try today. I would say you could just start finding proof of some things that you want. I would say you could just start jotting down in your little note section of your phone, like what your particular dream life looks like. Again, is it living in another country? I met this woman. I didn't even know this was possible. Black woman in Baltimore. I met her a few years ago, and she was like, "Oh yeah, every winter, me and my husband go to Costa Rica." I was like, "Oh, so like, where do you all stay?" She's like, "No, we have a place. We own a house in Costa Rica," and I was like, we could do that. Like we could, we could live the summers one place, have a winter house in another place. We could just never experience winter. Like we can do that. Yes, I always use her as an example. And I met this woman years ago of like, what is possible? Now I'm like, do I want a house in Costa Rica? Maybe Panama, Jamaica? Like, I would love that. Think about these things. Again, this is going to be your list, your dream life, uninfluenced. When you start to feel the little creeping come in, tell yourself this is just conditioning. Ask yourself, is this my thoughts or is this someone else's voice? That's what you want to ask yourself. That's little things that you can start today to create your dream life. If you want to take this further, if you want more information on the specific things that I did to create my dream life and help my clients create their dream life, then join us for the free workshop, How I Manifested $40,000 in 1 month as a woman of color business owner, and how you can do the same too. Just put pivot in the comments. If you like, now I'm ready to pivot to my dream life, put pivot in the comments and we'll send you that link and we will see you on, it's going to go live June 30th. Thursday, June 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. You all have a wonderful day. And if you have any other questions or comments, just put them in the comment section or DM me. Bye.